यूनिवर्सिटी मैथमेटिक्स डे पालन कर इंटरनेशनल मैथमेटिक्स डे सेमिनार गोटे रखा जाइए आप लाइव देखिपार आम AKN न्यूज चैनल माध्यम
To begin our formal proceeding, it is my distinct honor to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mathematic University, Dr. Nivedita Nath, to come forward and join us on the dais. Ma'am, please. Ma'am, your presence today is the greatest encouragement of our department. As we celebrate the infinite beauty of mathematics, we welcome you to this occasion. With our Honorable Vice Chancellor presiding over the dais, it is now our distinct privilege to invite the chief guest, Professor Bipin Bihari Panda, retired Professor, School of Mathematical Sciences, Mathematical University. Sir, we are truly honored to have the expertise gracing our International Mathematics Day celebration. Please, sir, thank you for gracing me with your presence. I now have the distinct pleasure to welcome Major Dr. Jaidev Sahusa, Patron and Deputy Registrar, HOD Department of English, Mathematic University to the dais. Sir, your contribution to the university is written in files, not written in files, but in the lives of thousands of students you have nurtured. Sir, your presence is highly noticed.
Continuing our procession of excellence, it is my honor to invite Dr. Subrat Kumar Panikari sir, HOD of Department of Geology, Mathematic University, Principal Government Higher Secondary School, Bhubaneswar, to the dais. You have breathed life into the academic fabric of university for the past. We are privileged to have your wisdom and our dais. Today, please sir.
I now request, with heart full of pride, I invite the very architect of today's event, our very own, Sri Pradeep Kumar Pradhan, Department HOD of Mathematics, Department of Mathematics, Mathematic University. I request our friends to please come forward and present techniques and honorary badges to our esteemed guests. Last but not the least, I am delighted to invite a personality who brings equal part of wisdom and warmth to our department, Dr. Odisha Rao, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Mathematic University. A teacher by profession, but a mentor by heart. Your presence completes this formal gathering. On behalf of the whole Department of Mathematics, Mathematical University, I welcome wholehearted, extend a wholehearted welcome to all of you, sir and ma'am. To move forward, I'd like to request one of our very ever-inspiring faculty, Ms. Sunanda Patra ma'am, to come forward and deliver the welcome speech.
Please, ma'am. जब सुरों में भावनाएं खुल जाती हैं, जब सुरों में भावनाएं खुल जाती हैं, तो हर दिल में एक नई उमंग खुल जाती है। इस मधुरता और उत्साह के साथ अपने गणित विभाग की छात्राओं को विनम्रतापूर्वक आमंत्रित करती हूँ कि वे मंच पर आकर स्वागत संगीत प्रस्तुत करें।
I request all the girls to come forward for the welcome song.
you. Good morning to everyone. Good morning to respected Chief Patron, Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, Keynote Speaker, Chief Guest, Professor B.B. Pandit Sir, Keynote Speaker, Professor Dulu Patnaik Sir, Patron, Head of the Department of English, Mathematic University, Major Dr. Jaydev Sahu Sir, Guest of Honor, Head of the Department of Geology, Mathematic University, Dr. Subrat Panikai Sir, Convener, Head of the Department of Mathematics, Pradeep Kumar Pradhan Sir, Co-Convener, Lecturer of Mathematics, Dr. Idesri Raut Ma'am, and all teachers and students. I am Sunanda Patra, guest lecturer in Mathematics, Mathematic University. Feel very glad being a part of this wonderful occasion, Pi Day, International Mathematics Day. Pi is a very important constant in mathematics which represents the ratio of circumference of circles to its diameter. Its approximate value is 3.14, and that is why Pi Day is celebrated on 14th March every year. The celebration of Pi Day was first started in 1988 by Larissa physicist at the Exploratory of Science Museum in San Francisco. Later in 2019, UNESCO officially declared March 14 as the International Day of Mathematics to promote the importance of mathematics all over the world. Since then, mathematicians, teachers, and students around the world celebrate this day by learning about mathematics and its beauty. This day reminds us that mathematics is everywhere in science, engineering, technology, and even in our daily life. Pi is a beautiful example showing how a simple idea can connect many areas of mathematics and science. Pi reminds us that mathematics is not only about number but also about creativity, discovery, and understanding the universe. Before I conclude my words, I would like to take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to our respected guests who have joined us today to celebrate Pi Day, International Day of Mathematics. Now I would like to welcome our respected Chief Patron, Vice Chancellor, Mathematics University, Dr. Nivedita Madam, Assistant Professor of Anthropology and Vice Chancellor in charge of Mathematics University for the last 2 years. She completed a PhD in Anthropology from Sambalpur University and has made significant contributions in the areas of tribal cultures, children and childrenhood stories, and gerontology, with numerous research papers, projects, and national and international presentation. She is distinguished academician and researcher. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to welcome keynote speaker, Professor B.B. Pandit Sir. He began his academic career as a lecturer in Regional Engineering College, Rourkela, now known as NIT Rourkela, from 1965 to 1975. During his service, there he successfully completed his PhD from IIT Kanpur in 1974, demonstrating his deep dedication to research and higher education. Later, he served as a professor at Sambalpur University and completed his service 2002 January. And one of his PhD scholars is currently working in America. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request patron of this event, Major Dr. Jaydev Sahu Sir, Head of the Department of English, Deputy Registrar of Mathematic University. He has 24 research papers in various national and international seminars, and he published 15 papers in reputed journals and edited volumes. He has made exemplary contribution to the national credit corps. He has been supervising 2 PhD scholars also. Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to welcome keynote speaker, Professor Thynks, sir. He was the principal of GC Government Engineering College, Patna for 13 years and Professor of Electrical Engineering. He has also served as a Dean School of Engineering Technology in Gandhi Institute of Technology, University, Gunapur. He has PhD in Engineering, PhD in Management and Delete Honors. Recently, he is Professor of Academics Head in IVRT, Qatar. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Subrat Panikar, sir, Head and Associate Professor of Geology, Mathematic University. He has been starting his academic career from 8th September 2011. He completed his PhD in 2011 from Barampur University. He has 28 publications and 3 design patents, which is the highest in our Mathematic University. His patents are automated mosquito trap and digital reporting device, wireless device for detection of liver cancer, AI powered wasted management alert device. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to welcome Godfather OES Pradeep Kumar Pradhan, sir, Head of the Department of Mathematic University. He already written 4 books for BSc Mathematics as per NP syllabus. Real Analysis 1, Real Analysis 2, Linear Programming Program, and Complex Analysis. And his many upcoming books are also ready. Discrete Mathematics, Calculus, Algebra and Number Theory, Differential 1, Differential 2, Real Analysis 3, Complex Analysis 2. And he has also 25 years of teaching experience. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to welcome Dr. Idisri Rao, Ma'am, Lecturer of Mathematics. He completed a PhD in 2025 and she has 4 publications and 12 years of teaching experience. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you to all of you together here to participate here to celebrate our party International Mathematics Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your beautiful guest introduction. Now, I would like to invite our convener of this seminar, Sri Pradeep Kumar Pradhan, sir, HOD of Department of Mathematics, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, I kindly request to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you, the descent from 3. सर्वप्रथम मामाई के सभी पाखे प्रणाम बहुत ही सेतिकी आशीर्वाद मिलथिले आज एते बड़ कार्यक्रम कौन सक्सेस पहुंचा स्टेट कन्वेनर पार्टनर Chief Partner and Professor Dr. Divita Nayak, Vice Chancellor, Mathematic University, Patna. Very good partner Major Dr. Jaydev Samsar, respected Keynote speaker and the chief guest of this session, my teacher, Professor Vipin Professor, guest of honor, Dr. Subrat Kumar, Professor, Department of Geology, Mathematic, Patna, Principal, Government High School, Patna, respected Itina, the senior lecturer of our department, my lovely students, the real strength of our department, the teachers, the respected teachers from different colleges within Kalani, outside Kalani, the 8 students of our department joined today, the waiting person, the bosses those who had here since last 2 days, August and others, all the supporters behind the screen, for those today we are here, and staff members, those are supporting us. It's the time that I can express. On the first line, I simply can say, this is possible only for our PC man. I can count how many times he suggested me to have this seminar. But time is something different. When time is not renewable, then perhaps you are not supposed to be permitted to do something. If something is done and there is a way where time goes. And for everything, many times, Visiman, Jaydev sir also, many times, Pradipbhai, similar Gaurav. These sentences are within quote. These are the exact sentences that sir said many times. And the person, Subrat Kumar sir, who blindly believed me, and many times activities, how he trust on me, and he actually is my inspiration. In many ways, this is not the platform. On behalf of Department of Mathematics, Mathematic University, it's my absolute pleasure to extend the heartfelt welcome to all the dignitaries here present to observe the auspicious occasion of International Day of Mathematics, the Bible, along with the state level seminar organized by the Department of Mathematics, Mathematic University, Bhubaneswar. The significance that we know regarding power for this International Day of Mathematics. Mathematics is often called the poetry of logical ideas. While it simply highlights nothing but, as you know, the value. And I'm safe and it's welcome to all. But everywhere there was from technology to the AI, we find mathematics. The goal of today's celebration is to foster awareness, spark curiosity, and enhance numerical skills through fun activities. We want to show that mathematics is an exciting journey of discovery, not just a set of problems to solve. And encourage everyone to participate in the activities, the events planned, including the quiz, competition, and the mathematical labs that the students, the busy students plan today. About the second the start level seminar, we have opted the topic exploration of mathematical creations in every domain. It's wide open as subject and field specific. As the saying goes, pure mathematics is in its way the point of logical ideas. Today we move beyond the whiteboard to explore the vibrant, real-world applications of mathematics. We live in the age where algorithms, analysis, and mathematical modeling drive technological advancements and solutions in engineering, economics, healthcare, and many fields. Lastly, I would like to thank all the dignitaries within short span of time. This observation and state level seminars possible. We very fair, we just planned it on Wednesday. Try to perform on Thursday. We have only one day, that's Friday, and today we are here. The real strength of my department is my students. After 5 years of formation of university, this is the first seminar organized by our department. And but I think in my friends, the house is full. And this was the success of this organization. And another thing, yesterday we got information around 40 to 50 students from our affiliated colleges are joining with us. So, ma'am, we have a math family of Alkaran and Baba district, and they all support us. So, thank you all the teachers of all affiliated colleges, and thank you all the students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful welcome. If this seminar is a complex equation, you are the constant that holds every variable in place. Your words are the reflection of your vision for today's seminar and our department. Moving forward, it is my distinct honor to invite our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Subrat Kumar Panigrahi, HOD, Department of Geology, Principal, Government Higher Secondary School, Bhawanipatna, to address the assembly. Please, sir.
Thank you. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, respected today's guest, Professor Dr. Bipin Munasa, respected Head of the Department of Mathematics, Odisha, Deputy Registrar, Odisha, ETC Madam, and all the dignitaries present of the dais, and all my beloved students of this university, as well as all the alumni members of this department, as well as the university. At first, I congratulate the Department of Mathematics, Mathematics University, that the first time, as for my knowledge, I think this is the first celebration of the International Day of Mathematics. And as for UNESCO tells and says that the theme of the day is the mathematics and hope. And we all know mathematics, this is the logical subject, and mathematics indicates the logic and the hope, which relate to our emotions and which relate to our actually the solving of some problems. If mathematics present, then everything is possible, then we have a hope of the solution of environmental management, we have the solution of so many problems in biological science, we have the solution of the problems in medical science, we have the solution of the climate changes. So, I have a great pleasure to addressing not only the Department of Mathematics, but I have a great pleasure to addressing the global community. And you all are the mathematicians, you all are the members of the global community. So I would like to thank the head of our institution, Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, as well as Deputy Registrar Sir and the head of the department, Odisha, because of them, this type of successful conduction of the International Day of the Mathematics is celebrating in our university first time. After the taking of charge as the Vice Chancellor and as well as the head of the department, Registrar, they are the iconic model of the embracing and iconic model of the inspiration. They inspire every domains of the universe as well as every domains, every department of our university. So, I think if mathematicians are present, then logic also created by in the mind of the mathematician, then we have a hope to solve the problem. In this connection, I recollect one thing. At the time of the sports meet, when we are thinking, and I asked several times, Sir, how is it possible to draw the line when the different sportsmen are running in 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters, 400 and 600 meters in a speed track? How is it possible and how we draw such type of track? And Odisha every time says, no problem sir, I am here, Odisha Hetu, everything is possible. So, with the logic, only because of logic, the Odisha instruct all the staff members to draw this type of track, and it is possible to single track we can conduct all the events. So, in this day, I have an opportunity to every mathematician and every student, you have to realize the power of mathematics. And mathematics is the language of all subjects. This is not my suggestion, this is the statement of the UNESCO. So language of all subjects is the mathematics. Without mathematics, no one can understand actual problem and no one can understand how to solve the every problem. Thank you everyone, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. You have beautifully described today's theme, and your experience and dedication towards education are deeply admirable and encouraging the student. Now, I would like to invite our patron, Major Dr. Jaidev Sausar, Deputy Registrar, Mathematic University, HOD of Department of
Honorable Lilita Madam, Chief Guest, Professor B.P. Pandya sir, Guest of Honor, Dr. Subramanian Panigrahi sir, Principal, Government Higher Secondary School, Bhavani Patna, the Head of the Department of Mathematics, Dr. Sri Pradip sir, Dr. Sri Madam, all faculties of the Department of Mathematics, and dear participants of this state seminar, and dear students. Congratulations to all of you on occasion of the International Mathematics Day. We are really very glad, very happy, delighted that Department of Mathematics, under the leadership of Sri Pradip Pradhan sir, has arranged this International Mathematics Day. So congratulations to the head of the department, a very able leader, under whose leadership I hope the department will reach the pinnacle. Mathematics is very essential for everybody. Mathematics plays a very vital role in our lives. So mathematics is inseparable from our life. Without mathematics, nothing can happen in the world. So, as you are the students of mathematics, definitely you should be proud of this. Since long, mathematics department would not hold a seminar, and we have been trying to conduct a seminar, and today it has been materialized thanks to the leadership of Sri Pradip Pradhan sir. I am very much afraid of mathematics. Because of mathematics, I could not study science, and I studied arts because of mathematics. So I am afraid of mathematicians. However, the fear is mixed with love. I have love for mathematics also. So on this occasion, I wish all the best for all of you, and once again I congratulate and I thank Sri Pradip Pradhan sir. He can do anything he likes. We have that faith on him, we have that confidence on him, and he is an able leader. I have already told. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging and disciplined words. Your address has provided us as a clear sense of direction and purpose for the seminar. It is now the crowning moment of our inaugural session. I have the profound honor of inviting our chief guest, Professor B.P. Pandya, retired assistant professor, School of Mathematical Sciences, Sambalpur University, Burla. Sir, to address the learners, please feel free to address the session on your seat. Yes, sir.
Hello. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Commissioner, distinguished guests, faculty of mathematics, and my dear friends. Today is a very nice time for me to be with you on the day. See, when a teacher meets today,
students, it's when 2 days have between all, yes, our seminar was after class. I thought the only government also given I will get you to I don't know, but at the same time, whatever is there, I will go. And once I will be in an environment which will be connected to me, definitely my business will go and I will be. So I accepted and came to meeting. Today is a very nice day. See, a simple thing, notation, just imagine how could it unite lovers of mathematics, ground people, to unite and celebrate this occasion. And what is that notation? That's not funny. So this might can was much like that, but as you know, in olden days, whether it is a construction of temple or Bangala or surveying, etc., people knew the concept of circle, square, ellipse, all that. So, first thing they observe, what are they seeing? People actually for maybe many years back, people knew the concept of all these things. So they found that wherever the circumference of the circle is divided by the diameter, they always found a constant. But what is that constant? Just imagine, at that time, the real number system and your decimal representation, all these things that you know now, because you have already been taught. Those things were not known at that time. Only the 5 figures. When you go to market, how many things you purchase, how much you have to pay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, that was the level at that time. Just you have to go back to that time and see whether you could find out the value of pi. Value of pi means how to find what is the value. I will compute. If I say pi is 52 by second, what is the meaning of division? Now you can tell division is this because decimal representation you know. What is the decimal representation? This point, integer part, dot, the dot can one part like that. So that when you write down the value of a fraction, how do you write? Because you do not know the decimal, you do not know the decimal point, you do not have the representation. But now you are very comfortable because you have already entered in this order. You already know it. At that time you didn't know. So how could they activities compute the value of pi? Many people they give different ways to how to find out the value. So how what is ultimate point? First of all, 22 by 7. You could say that 22nd, 17th July should be observed at approximation day. This is one. And then 22 by 7, no, see 22 by 7 is a rational number. Pi is an irrational number which is not only irrational, it is transcendental, beyond your imagination. Transcendental, beyond your imagination. So, if it is decimal representation, you will say we find a number of times there, then you will know this system. And it is such a number. It's not ordinary irrational number, but it is a transcendental number. It's not algebraic. So, such is the concept, such is this concept. So, but line segment, easy to find out the line. Error packet out, coming packet out, body. So, line segments is easy to find out the line. How to find out the circuit? So, you see, if you want to compute the circle, you can keep a piece of thread around it and then straighten it and put it on the scale. Put it on the scale, and then But see, this is just an approximation, very ordinary approximation. Secretary ଆସିଥିଲା ଚାରି ପାଞ୍ଚ ଦିନ ପରେ ଆସିଥିଲା. So it's like that. But to compute it very correct to say in modern terminology, correct to several places of decimal is a different subject altogether. So that is why how do they compute? What are the method of computation? And then we have 22 and 3.14. So 3 stands for March, 14 stands for date. That is how March 14th is observed and by date. 22nd is observed and approximation by date. This is a wonderful thing. Combine all mathematical methods around the globe to celebrate. They are celebrating today. It's not okay. They have come out and organized something well. This is the thing. And we will do it. So how could the argument is find out? He did it around the cycle. He circumscribed a regular polygon, inscribed a regular polygon, and increased the number of sides. 96. So when polygon is there, measurement of polygon is easy because they are lined. So inside polygon, outside circumscribed polygon, take the measurement, and if you increase the number, then ultimately you found that both of them will tend to the length of the perimeter of the circle. So that is the otherwise you can have a lower bound, you can have a higher bound as you wish. That's not the idea. But the bounds should be solved and the gaps should be very, very thin. So he found, ultimately is found that we can do something in between, that constant is something in between 3 and 10/71 and 3 and 1/7. So what is the meaning of 1/7? What is the meaning of 10/71? Again, you understand well, I understand what is 3/7. 1/7 or 10/71, I understand. But whether I get it or not, the way you understand now or not. But the meaning of the transform. So transform means you could say beats. 7 beats, 3 beats. Out of 7 beats, you could take 3 beats and it is proposal 3/7. But this is just qualitative analysis. But what is qualitative and how do you measure? So you must have devised some way that means ingenious means to compute the length. So he found that pi lies in between these two, and this generated a lot of enthusiasm among mathematicians around the world. They started computing after decimal system was invented. Pi was cracked to this constant only slightly earlier to Euler used it profoundly. After that, pi is cracked to this number. Otherwise, they did not know that this number is called pi. Only they knew that mathematical diameter is somewhere constant in respect to the silently circle. So that is how they started computing. And then there is a craziness among all the mathematicians. After they knew the decimal system implementation of numbers, they how many times they can compute? Somebody could find out decimal implementation of pi up to 100 places, 1,000 places, million places, billion places, and we advance. Well, the computation now, some trillions of places they have also calculated. This is just heavy. Out of just heavy, they are going on computing the value of pi to the so this is what the but you see there is some amount of interest among the mathematics syllabus, and they have what okay done, and they will find out what are the index of this thing. Now the started as and then this is my accident. Anyway, so people around the pocket and the actually today they eat by E. So my Kusi Kandi University they celebrate today, and this is the day of celebration. And in that context of the thing is it is important. Nice idea to unite all the mathematicians around the world, at least on a common platform, so that you can discuss. You should read history. The best thing is that in our syllabus, we do not have any occasion to know history. We read what happened, we read what language did, we Mughals did, etc. But we never learn anything about the history of the country. So in this syllabus, at least there should be some occasion to read the life history of many of the mathematicians who have contributed to the advanced development. You know, this day is that the birthday of Albert Einstein. Incidentally, this day is that the death of Hawkins, greatest physicist, one of the greatest physicists. He died on this day in March. So these are those incidental, because I exist without Albert Einstein or something. But incidentally, it says that there are some other occasions where this has some meaning. So anyway, my dear students, it's nice to be with you today, and it gave me a lot of pleasure to be with you, and I think many such occasions will come, so that we will again see. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words, insights, and messages have deeply motivated us. To hear from someone who has dedicated his entire life to pursuit of knowledge is a real privilege. Now, I would like to respectfully invite Dr. Nivedita Nath, Vice Chancellor of Mathematic University, Bhavani, to deliver the presidential address. Please, ma'am.
Jima Manikeshwari. A very good morning to all and all present here. Esteemed Chief Guest, Professor Giri Pandya from Sambalpur University, Principal Government Higher Secondary School, Dr. Subramani, Deputy Registrar, Major Dr. Jaidev Sahu, HOD Mathematics, Dr. Pradeep sir, IT madam, all the faculties, Sunanda madam, Rakesh sir, all the faculties of Department of Mathematics, faculties of other departments, invited guests, delegates, and my dear students of Mathematic University. First of all, I welcome all of you to this one-day seminar organized by Department of Mathematics. And I must congratulate here the Department of Mathematics for the first time organizing a seminar under the direction of Odisha. And last year also they have celebrated National Mathematics Day, and this year they are doing seminar and also celebrating International Mathematics Day. So it's a, I can see the progress, the enthusiasm and interest of the department in organizing such academic discourses and academic discussions. So I hope in future also this will continue, because I know that Pradeep sir is very efficient, and whenever he thinks to do something, he does that with utmost sincerity. And also at this point of time, I congratulate Pradeep sir for publishing books on MEP or for UG students, and he has already published 4 books. So many congratulations to you, sir, on behalf of the university for this your dedicated effort. And we will be inaugurating one of his book in our forthcoming annual function too. And coming to mathematics. Mathematics is often called the language of universe, and starting from the motion of planets to modern artificial intelligence, from architecture to finance, from mathematics forms the foundation of innovation and discovery. Everywhere in your day-to-day life also we start the day with mathematics and we end the day with mathematics and numbers, so to say. Because when we get up, suddenly we look at our watch, what is the time? And that time is in numbers, right? And also at the end of the day, when we sit on the table that how many hours I studied, how many hours I invested in research, and now what is the time to go to bed, and how much money I spent, how much kilometers I walked. So everywhere there is number. We cannot survive, I think we cannot survive without number. Like we cannot survive without oxygen, we cannot survive without food. Food, clothing and shelter are the basic priorities of our life. I feel that without number we cannot progress, we cannot survive. Wherever you go, whatever you do, even whatever we cook, how much rice to cook. So that much is also in numbers, 100 grams to 50 grams. We'll be doing annual function, how many guests will be sitting? So that is also in numbers. We don't really realize the importance of numbers in our life, but they are very, very important. And I'll say here that the numbers rule the whole universe. Numbers rule the whole universe, but mathematics can play with numbers. So, I think we are just great. जो नंबर का सारा यूनिवर्स को चलो चाहिए मैथमेटिशियंस माने से नंबर से खेला So they spend their day playing with that number. So thank you so much, Department of Mathematics, for organizing this event. I hope in future also we will be organizing many more such events. And dear students, just listen to the speakers carefully. Try to learn a lot of things from this seminar. And also, I have heard that you are also organizing UT seminars. So please continue organizing that UT seminars, monthly seminars among the students. And I wish the Department of Mathematics all the best, and all the best to all the students who are going to appear their PG and UG final examinations for NET, for CPET, for CUET. All the best to everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. You have already lighted the torch of the seminar. Under your leadership, our university continue to reach new height of excellence and transform our aspiration to reality. Once again, thank you, ma'am, for your gracious presence as this auspicious occasion. Now, moving on to the felicitation segment, it is a moment of profound gratitude. Now it's time for the felicitation segment. It is a moment of profound gratitude and recognition to express our respect to our dignitaries and esteemed guests by presenting Uttarayan and the memento. For this segment, I request our guest dignitaries to please come forward to the dais. I request our honorable chief guest, VC Madam, Dr. Subrat Kumar Panikar sir, our respected HOD sir, along with Dr. Itisri Rao, faculty of our department, to please come forward to the dais. In the mean movement, I request our girls to please come forward with the Uttarayan and movement too. First and foremost, I have the honor to request our honorable busy man to present Memento Uttarayan to our honorable chief guest, Professor Bipin Bihari Panda, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematical Sciences, Sambalpa
I would like to request our honorable chief guest, Professor Bipin Bihari Pandya sir, to felicitate our Vice Chancellor ma'am. Now your presence was highly noticed. We feel really blessed to have your presence on this beautiful occasion. And once again, thank you all esteemed faculty members, dignitaries and invited guests for their presence in this auspicious occasion. Now I would like to request our honorable chief guest, Professor Bipin Bihari Pandya sir, to felicitate the backbone and the support system of our department. Now I would like to request our chief guest to felicitate the faculty members of our department, Department of Mathematics. First and foremost, I would like to request Sri Rakesh Das sir to come forward. Moving forward, I would like to request Ms. Manashwini ma'am to come forward to get felicitated by the chief guest. Now, moving forward, I would like to request Ms. Sunanda Patra ma'am, faculty of Department of Mathematics, to please come forward. I would like our honorable Vice Chancellor ma'am to felicitate our respected faculty. Ma'am, you will always have a dynamic and ever-inspiring approach to our country, subject you choose to study. Moving forward, I would like to request our Dr. Subrat Kumar Panigrahi sir to felicitate Ms. Ritu Biswal, faculty of Department of Mathematics of Odisha University. We are indeed fortunate to evidence such a gathering today. In world of academics, a guest of stature is living treasure, and we are blessed to have these esteemed dignitaries between us. Having honored the luminaries in front of us, we now turn to celebrate our recent and excellence of our department. Now I request our honorable chief guest to present the award of excellence. It is a moment of immense pride to call Ms. Maranika Pradhan and co-topper with Pallavi Thelwar. They successfully stood 2023 University Topper from Department of Mathematics. It's a moment. I again call Ms. Maranika Pradhan and Pallavi Thelwar. 2023. I again request Ms. Maranika Pradhan and Pallavi Thelwar to please come forward and receive the trophies from our honorable Vice Chancellor. Following the tradition of excellence, I would like to call Ms. Polarisha Panigrahi, who stood Department Topper in 2024 exams. Moving forward, moving to our most recent academic star, I would like to request Ms. Sophia Begum to receive a trophy from our esteemed Vice Chancellor and Chief Guest. On behalf of Sophia Begum, I would like to request Ms. Puspa to come forward and receive her award. I request our esteemed honorable Chief Guest to present the award. I request everyone present here to give a big round of applause for the excellence of these achievers. Turning to national level competitive success, it is a pleasure to call Mr. Kampur Naik. He has shown remarkable caliber by clearing both IIT chain and GATE exam simultaneously. On behalf of the whole Department of Mathematics and Mathematics University, it is a privilege to have an excellent student alumni like you, sir. I request our esteemed Vice Chancellor ma'am and Chief Guest to present the award. Moving on, it's a moment of immense pride to call Mr. Jogeswar Sahu. He has not only respectfully request our esteemed guests and dignitaries to kindly come forward for the cake cutting ceremony. I request our friends and volunteers to facilitate the program. I would like to request all the esteemed dignitaries, faculty members and guests to please come forward to join the cake cutting. And I would request all the present students to please be stood on their respective seats. I would like to request all the esteemed invited guests, dignitaries and faculty members to please come forward for the cake cutting ceremony. In the meantime, I would like to request all the students to please be stood from their respective positions. Please give a big round of applause to celebrate this mark of International Mathematics Day and our very first state level seminar conducted by Department of Mathematics, Mathematic University. It's a privilege for each one of us to be present in the gathering of such eminent personality and dignitaries. In the meantime, I must remind you all how truly lucky we are to have the circular wisdom gathered here. As pi is an irrational and never-ending number, we hope the growth of our department and success of our students remain infinite and boundless. I think this is the message we must remind ourselves every day. Request all our dignitaries and invited guests along with the faculty members to be kindly seated. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Having celebrated the sweet milestone, we now move towards the formal conclusion of this inaugural session. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Rao, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics and co-convener of today's meeting to propose the official vote of thanks. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Dhariत्री. A very good afternoon to all of you present here. Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, Dr. Nivedita Nayak Madam, esteemed Deputy Registrar, the Major Dr. Jagdeep Sausa, and Chief Speaker, Dr. Subramanian sir, and Chief Guest, main attraction of the seminar or the National Mathematics Day, our Chief Guest, Professor Bipin Biari Panda sir, and respected HOD of Mathematics Department Pradeep Kumar Pradhan sir, and faculty of the Mathematics Department Mahamadikeshwari, Shunanda Madam, Ritu Madam, Rakesh sir, and all the faculty member of Mathematics Mahamadikeshwari University, and all the faculty member of Mahamadikeshwari, all the mathematics sirs and madam from other colleges present here, and all my dear students of the young mathematics channel of future. On behalf of our department, I am very grateful to present here to do vote of thanks to all of you. First of all, I thank Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, Dr. Nivedita Madam, for your presence and to deliver the students. We play with the numbers. Thank you, madam. And our chief guest, Professor Bipin Biari Panda sir, as of 85, he presented and delivered the use of mathematics and in day-to-day life and what is the number, what is the transcendental number. Thank you, sir, for your presence. Thank you, Dr. Sudra Paningrai sir, for your presence and valuable speech. And special thanks to our HOD sir for your tireless effort and your teamwork. Thank you very much, Pradeep sir. And thank you very much, our faculty member, Sunanda madam, Rakesh sir, Ritu madam, and Manushree madam, for your cooperation. And thank you all the PG and UG students. Your effortless and tireless work made the seminar on the international wide success, great success. Thank you. And all the faculty members present here in the periphery colleges. And thank you all. And last but not the least, all the media person, all the technician, all the teaching staff, all the non-teaching staff of this university. Thank you all.
Thank you, Odisha ma'am, for presenting vote of thanks. Now, I humbly request the honorable guest, Dr. Subrat Kumar Panikrai sir, HOD of Department of Geology, Mahamadikeshwari University, to kindly declare the closing of the inaugural session and the opening of the plenary session 1. Please, sir.
Thank you. So, before declaring the over of the session, we have to talk about council. Just 1 minute. प्रदीप साहब प्रति जहाँ स्नेह श्रद्धा सम्मान थिला ता बहुमित हो जाइछि काहेकि से तांकर गुरु को जो स्पेशल डे रे भूली नांती से गुरु को काटी में कथा सम्मान देछि. So on behalf of the president of this meeting, I officially declare the official meeting is over and the plenary session 1 now will start to on. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
गोटे किसी सेकेंड लगे पोज टी रखा जाऊे सेमिनार आउ 1 मिनिट पर स्टार्ट करा जिबा।
Season 1. Starting of Keynote Season 1. Hello. 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 Just take a pause. All the students of Department of Mathematical Science, Mathematic University Department. Today we waited since last 5 years. We are here because of not only because of the International Day of Mathematics, but in addition to that, we are here for the state level seminar, exploration of mathematical questions. To be fact, as I have said, my strength is my students. My strength is my students. वो कथा बोलते काको सुखी but I know ମୋ କଥା ମୋତେ ସେତିକି ଭଲ ଲାଗେ ତାର ପରିମାଣଟା ମୋର ସବୁ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ଖାଇଛନ୍ତି। ପାଖାପାଖି ଆମେ 1.5 ଘଣ୍ଟା ବସିଗଲେ inaugural session में डिग्री पे क्वेश्चन थिला हम डिपार्टमेंट समस्त चुपचाप बसथिले ଆମ ପାଖରେ 1.5 ଘଣ୍ଟା ଚୁପଚାପ ବସିବା ରିଏଲି ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ଥିଲା। ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ସ ହ୍ୱାଇ ଯେମିତି କି ବାକି ରିଲାକ୍ସ ହେଲା ଶ୍ରୀ ପ୍ରଦୀପ ସାର୍ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କି ଆଉ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କି ସିଏ କହୁଛି କାହା କଥା ଶୁଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଆପଣ ପਹੁଞ୍ଚନ୍ତି। But my dear students, before the starting ପିଲାମାନେ ଆଜି एथी समस्ते असेंबली से बिकॉज ऑफ यू ऑल तो समस्त माने का बुधवार को मीटिंग स्टार्ट किया आज बुधवार मीटिंग बुधवार प्लानिंग कर बुधवार मीटिंग कर गुटे दिन शुक्रवार एंड शनिवार आमे आके तो एक्चुअली ऑफिशियल फॉर्मेट रे हमर साइंस पॉलिसी को एक पेज फैसिलिटी यू नॉट माइंड स्टूडेंट्स मु एटा हमर सार अछंती तीतो सार अछंती पॉलिटिकल साइंस डिपार्टमेंट मु 2-3 मिनिट सेमिनार क्लास से आगे करना एटा प्राइस सेमिनार चले एटा होछ हमर डिपार्टमेंट प्रथम सेमिनार बट मुझे तो सेमिनार आसी तो मुझे केला लाते चेयर फटा बहुत समय फिर चेयर फटा खाए बट माय डियर डायमंड्स माय डियर जूनियर स्टूडेंट्स डिपार्टमेंट whatever producers our department नाहंती हमें ऑर्गेनाइज करना 50 डेज टाइम हमें ऑर्गेनाइज करने से स्ट्रेंथ हम रखना लक्ष्य कि हमें ऑर्गेनाइज करके राष्ट्रीय इंटरनेशनल सेमिनार बट लास्ट ईयर हाउस को सुपर हिट तो आज 18 डिक्लेयर करूँगी at the starting of May, I am national seminar करेंगे। हमारे previous हमारे report एटी भी मैंने एंकर सर्विस हम highly success कर पाए। पहुँचे पिलामान कथा कही मासिक के एक्चुअली जो टीचर्स मैंने हमारा रिक्वेस्ट रखा है आज तो डिफरेंट कॉलेज समस्त धन्यवाद और पूर्ण स्टूडेंट्स बहुत आसते समस्त ना डिस्कसन कर तो ना लूँगी तो समस्त को अशेष धन्यवाद और जो पार्टी गाँव को नुहति जो मैंने आशीष समस्त धन्यवाद आई वुड लाइक टू रिक्वेस्ट माय टीचर तो कैसे कि सारा सब डायरेक्ट टीचर प्रोफेसर बिपिन राय सर आज के हमरा अवसर बिपिन राय सर आज के रिटायर्ड प्रोफेसर समर यूनिवर्सिटी सारा फॉर डायरेक्ट टीचर सो इनागुरल सेशन थिला वर्तमान सर को रिक्वेस्ट करी सर आज ए और आज टॉपिक सबमिट धारणा पिलाने के लिए हम पिलाने से डिस्कस करते हैं
and management. Thank you very much for giving me another piece of time to speak few things with you. On this occasion, on this slide, the topic that I will be giving is creating role of mathematics in different domains of thought. You know, mathematics enters into every field, whether you like it or not. When we are students in colleges, at that time, we have to see which branch we have to take. Should we go for engineering, medical, science, commerce, MBA, computer science, whatever fields are there. So we have to choose it. Depending upon our eligibility, whether if we are good in maths, you will choose, you will offer maths, you will offer science, you will still much good, much better than you will go for physics. At that time, physics was considered to be a rare subject because they also use lot of intricate mathematics, and that is why physics students were really very much interested, good students are interested. And then came, if other branches of science also they cannot, but if they are weak, they go to thinking biology possibly can be studied without effort. But things change quite a lot there. It is not that if you dissect a frog or say some insect or like this, read the basic things of living creatures, plants and all that. If you want to study the values of the nature of all these things, you cannot do away with mathematics. Because God has created the universe in such a way that whether it is the universe that you see outside or it is the subatomic particles from inside, maths enters everywhere. You cannot study the nature of the subatomic particles, for example, without studying mathematics. And for that, you have to study very complicated, intricate mathematics. Now, in real life situations, you see satellites are moving today. How does it move? Because of gravitational law, if you project it with a projectile, with a rocket, with a certain velocity, at a certain angle, then it will describe a values. So, that it is already known that because of the gravitational law which is discovered by Newton, gravitational law. All satellites will go around the planets, whether it is rotating around Earth or rotating around Moon orbiter, for example, or go to Mars, orbit around Mars, they obey the same law. So God has already fixed a law of a rule, a mathematical rule, that the universe will be, we obey this rule and it will be wrong according to his specification. So, when you see that certain events are happening, human being has a nature to find a realistic model. For example, say biology for example. You at home measure your blood pressure, you measure your sugar level. How do you measure it? Because this is a realistic model that you want to know what is your blood pressure, what is your blood sugar level. But for that, you have to find out the mathematical model. This is reality, and you have to find out the model, and the model will be step-by-step procedure that you should utilize and then calculate the value. Now, this value has to be judged with the reality. Now, if it matches, it's all right. If it does not match, then you have to improve the model so that the model should give a result which will be very close to the real value. That is why in every situation, mathematical modeling is of primary importance. Take any, for example, in commerce also, we are doing business. Say, for example, you have got asset. If you are quite accustomed to your operational research, for example. So, what is operational research? The idea is that you have got limited resources. Some resources are abundant, some are limited. How best you can utilize your resources so that you get the maximum result. In terms of inaccuracy, the inaccuracy has to be error, inaccuracy, loss, that is to be minimized. It is a question of profit, it is to be maximized. So, you have to find out a model, say, for example, assignment model, or say, your transport model. So these things you have to find out an algorithm for that, use it and see how it really fits into your real situation. You know, mathematics is being utilized in every sphere of life. Even at the time of Archimedes, you know, at the time of Archimedes, the situation in Greece was just like, it was quite rule of jungle, you can say, in the sense that this is a city, that is a city, that is a city. They were fighting with each other. So, not only that you are a mathematician, you have to hold sword so that you should also fight if time comes. So, they were also being engaged for the safety of the place where they live. Now, when invaders were coming from the sea and they were attacking the area, Archimedes defined, a parabolic mirror. Parabola, So, there is a parabolic mirror is the reflector. So, when they come at the time of sunrise, at the sunrise there will be attack from the sea. And the sea, at that time, not the modern sea. At that time it was carrying so what he did was he created a parabolic mirror. Suppose the seas were coming to attack the land at the time of say mirror morning sunrises. So the mirror should be so placed that the focus of the mirror, the focus of the parabola will be just at the point of the ship, so that when parallel rays enter and cross the mirror, the ray will be reflected to the focus. So there will be a length, something a linear segment where the ray would be concentrated. Now, you guys have seen that holding a convex lens and putting it behind and looking at the sun rays are focused onto the paper and the paper bonds. That you might have seen, you might have also tried by yourself that using a convex lens, you can bond a piece of paper with the help of sunlight. Same process. So mirrors were focused towards the sun, rays are coming parallel to the axis of the parabola, and the law of the parabola is such a geometrical figure that the ray that touches the mirror is reflected to the focus, so that the ship will fall. Very interesting idea. So see, this is, can you think of that math can solve such an interesting problem? Okay. Now we are here, we are listening when you speak in such a hall. Sometimes people complain that no, there is echo, we cannot listen. Reverberating sound, we are unable to listen. Now you can have gallery, elliptical gallery. Elliptical gallery, having two foci, one foci, another foci. So if the sound is produced at one of the foci, the people sitting near this other focus can very easily listen to the noise. Meaning that not only that directly you will be able to listen what people say near that focus, but directly also when I speak, my speech also being listened by every one of you because directly, and indirectly one way is that when I speak, my speech is getting reflected from the boundary, and that is being targeted to the next focus, so that people sitting near that focus can easily listen to what the speaker is speaking from the first focus. So this is also one of the interesting thing of use of mathematics to the reality, so that you can utilize this one for the proper thing. But third thing I can say that these days everybody knows that every day India is also one of the main players in space research. America, Russia, China, India, they are spending rockets and sending satellites into the sky. Well, how do they send it? See, rockets are designed, multi-stage rockets are designed, and you know, you use the best of the fuel to give the powerful thrust. The best material is to be used, the best fuel is to be used, and when the fuel burns, it gives a thrust, backward thrust. So, when it gives a backward thrust, the rocket moves. When a rocket moves, there are many multi-stage rockets, for example, the fuel, the first stage of the fuel is finished, then what happens? The entire container of that stage is also removed. When it is removed, the total mass of the rocket now decreases. More the mass, you need more the pressure upward to move the rocket upward. So now that the mass is decreased because the last level of the that is now thrown out, you go for the next stage. Next stage also burns and it goes off, and then finally when that fuel is exhausted, that portion of the container is also dropped, so that now the mass is again small, and therefore if you fire this third one, it will go with a very high speed. This way you can send a rocket to a place where you can put a satellite satellite around the Earth. So that is how multi-star rockets are now being utilized, and for that the mathematical modeling is already there. Using that model, they calculate how much it creates, how much speed it can create, to what height it can go, and where to live, with what velocity it is to project the satellite so that it will move around the Earth. So these are few of the things that means that you see that math is utilized for the various purposes. So now you see no one can escape math, whether you like it or not. It is a necessity, and therefore, if you are not interested in the math, then you are definitely interested in an user. You are looking at TV, you are operating your mobile phone. You don't know about how mobile works, how TV works, but we are enjoying it. So we are not only users and users, we also develop the logistics, develop the as engineers, as scientists. So all the models which will actually translate into a video. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. And I wish that our students will be interested thereafter to study history of mathematics, to know how this has developed over the years. Now, unfortunately, our syllabus does not have, at any level, does not have the history of mathematics. It should be included, at least that books should be available, so that you can have a nice time to study and know how mathematics is developed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. It is often said that a great mathematician does not just solve problems, they inspire others to see the beauty in the process. Our chief guest embodies that philosophy perfectly. Thank you, sir, for your gracious presence in this occasion. We are truly blessed for your presence. Continuing.
Hello.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଠିକ୍ ଶୁଭୁଛି ସାର୍ ଧରିତ୍ରୀ କହିସାରିଲା ପରେ ଆମେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବୁ ସାର୍ କରିବ ବୁଝିଲେ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ କଥା ଆମେ ଶୁଣିପାରୁଛୁ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ କଥା ଆମେ ଶୁଣିପାରୁଛୁ ଆଙ୍କର ଜାଙ୍କରିଂ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡକ୍ସନ୍ ଦେଲା ପରେ ଆମେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବେ।
Continuing with our state level seminar organized by the Department of Mathematics, our central theme is exploration of mathematical creation in every domain. Now I request our chief guest, Honorable Professor Bipin Bihari Pandya sir, to chair the second session. Sir, with your due permission, moving forward, I would now like to introduce you all to an eminent personality and expertise in his very own field, none other than Professor Julu Patnaik sir. For this today's event, he is the keynote speaker. Professor Julu Patnaik, he was principal of GCEK, Government Engineering College of Kalahandi, Bhavani, Patna for the past 13 years and Professor of Electrical Engineering. He has also served as the Dean of Engineering and Technology in Gandhi Institute of Technology, University, Gunpur, GIET. He has PhD in Engineering, PhD in Management and Direct Honor. Recently, he is Professor cum Academic Head in ABIT Qatar. Such is truly a moment of immense pride to have you in hybrid mode. Over to you, sir, to present your keynote talk.
Thank you. First of all, I am audible. Hello, ma'am. Thank you. I am audible.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I start my talk. Jayana Manikeshwari, respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Nivedita Nath, Professor Convener, Professor Pradhan Sir, Chief Guest, Professor B.B. Panda Sir, Deputy Registrar, Professor Jayadev Sahu Sir, and other delegates of the dais, actually, on the dais of the dais, faculty friends, and my dear research scholars and student friends. Actually, the convener chose the right day, International Day of Mathematics, it's a Pi Day, to celebrate this occasion, and hope this will be a most successful one. And I feel privileged, actually, given a chance to speak on mathematics and its exploration in every domain. Actually, most of the time it is observed that people fear to take mathematics and feel something different, and they opt, and actually that is not the case. And most of the time this day, 14th March, is not remembered by most of the students actually. 14th February is remembered by all because of the Valentine Day. So my great thanks to Mathematic University Authority, Vice Chancellor and Convener and his entire team for celebrating this occasion in a grand way. Next, being an electrical engineer, and before speaking something, I should say that I have served at Kalahandi Government Engineering College for a longer time, and it became my second home. So I have also a greater affinity towards Manikeshwari University. Earlier it was Kalahandi University, and earlier also it is a government autonomous college actually. All the scenario, the uprising of the university I have seen, so I feel privileged. And mathematics as the subject, not as a subject actually. From our birth, actually we are seeing mathematics at everywhere. The day you get up early in the morning, still with a brush and paste, you find mathematics. How much pressure to give on that toothpaste, so that much of quantity will come out from that paste. That requires also mathematics. And in our day-to-day life, everywhere you will find it. But the most popular thing is your navigation and shortest route selection, and that part you always do with your smartphones, Google Maps searching the places. That also plays a major role. So I feel I should share my slide so that it will be more useful and more visuality. Just I am sharing my slide actually. Please share. Exploration of mathematical creation in every domain. Next please. Mathematics at everywhere. As I earlier discussed, that navigation and shortest route selection by your own smartphone. But earlier we are using different mathematical technique like critical path method, other ant colony optimization, bee colony optimization. With that, we are finding the shortest route path actually while doing the mathematical calculations, even diagnosis of the diseases and correct medicine doses by the physicians, doctors actually. That also requires mathematics. By otherwise, if the dose or the diagnosis will be different, then it will again lead to a havoc. Designing the bridges, airplanes in engineering, that also needs heavy mathematics. So it is prepared safely. Otherwise, the disaster may occur. This actually is different in engineering actually, and in medical science and in our day-to-day life also, recognition of faces and voices by smartphone or in face recognition, even at your attendance system also, that requires mathematics, imaging, mathematical imaging, if your image processing, photogrammetry, all those things are used mathematical techniques actually. Prediction of planetary motion and weather. That in our day-to-day life, we came across the weather forecasting, planetary motion, and our planet position also in astrophysics, astrology, astronomy. Everywhere this mathematical technique is required. Earlier also we have the story like that in Siddhanta Darpan by our own mathematician who is Patani Samanta Chandrasekhar. How he calculated the height of a hill from a longer distance, and other techniques are also there. So you will find in the recent higher application of mathematics is at the warfare. Recent scenario, as you know, the Iran-USA war, all were massive, everywhere the missiles are bombarding, the artillery, every arm uses are severe arm uses are there, and all these things are require mathematics. Ballistic missiles, as earlier we know that how much maximum distance we can throw. That means from our basic mathematics, trigonometry, we know that 45-degree angle is required, sin 45, it will be the maximum distance we cover, or we can change that degree of firing so that it will hit the target. So the basic thing are the same, but same mathematics, but some other techniques are also used with that thing. So mathematics plays it from our day life to warfare. Everywhere we will find the mathematics. So it is well said by Professor Gauss that mathematics is the queen of science, and when equations are the questions, math is the only answer. Next. The use of mathematics in all the fields, what we can speak, that particularly we are very much conversant with science, arts, commerce, engineering, medical science, pharmaceutical science, nursing, and all those things. Everywhere you will find mathematics. So the decisions that we use, mathematical equation describe the relationship most accurately. Prediction, we formulate all our physical thing to mathematical models to help and predict the future outcomes. Even if you will take a single straight line equation can be modeled as a simple equation by y is equal to mx plus c, and y and x are two variable on xy plane, and m is the slope, where you will find the model, mathematical model of a straight line. If you use m1, m2, m3, mx, then you will get the model for a set of parallel straight lines. In university, mathematical laws applies everywhere in the universe. Universally, it is all everywhere applied. Problem solving complex systems can be analyzed systematically using mathematics. Now it is much more easier with the computation in the field of using computer science and using the devices, many more high computing devices also. Starting from a simple calculator to mainframe computers. Next. Mathematics was earlier it was there, now there, and it will remain there forever actually. Since our olden days, we know the Indian mathematicians are the great. They play a major role for the field in the field of mathematics. But many places they were unknown actually, or they may not get the same recognition for that thing. Major mathematicians are Aryabhatta, who place values of 0, approximation of pi. This is today is the pi day. I hope most of the students even who will be busy in calculating the value of pi. But again, that is a different problem. 22 by 7 and 3.1 some 1/4 something long digit you have to calculate. Trigonometry, again, it is a magical part of mathematics where it is again divided into different types and parts. Spherical trigonometry, general trigonometry and spherical trigonometry is also different. And there exists a different kind of things, scalar and vector. Scalar, vector, already it is defined, but most of the cases you will find there is a new time also. So, but still that is in use. Because this formula 0 is a number, 0 with positive and negative numbers, cyclic quadrilaterals, and Srinivasa Ramanujan, who devised the number theory and continued the fraction. Next. So these are the Indian mathematicians who gave many things to Indian mathematics actually, and in all the calculations, even nowadays the computing is become much more easy. We use the same old technique of basic mathematics, which designated to make calculation much simpler, much faster and easier and mentally manageable. And this Vedic mathematics is based on 16 sutras and 13 sub-sutras. And when you will give practical applications, you will find it is much more easier than the mathematics we use in the modern days. Next. The nature secret also depends on the mathematics, how beautiful it is actually. When plants follow the Fibonacci number, because they allow efficient packing and maximum sunlight exposure, so that sun ray will fall on the plant, even from the different direction actually. One of the second case you can find, this is I am showing in the slide actually, a starfish with rotational symmetry will have an easier time attacking prey from multiple directions. It is so symmetrical, having his arm that he can attack his prey and have his food for living. Next. And the rotational symmetry is always 72 degrees, that is there. And the most miraculous part you will find the golden ratio in art and architecture. Magic that you can see that in ancient Egypt pyramid are based on the golden ratio 5, and it is AB by AB plus B, and it is always 1.618. With this, that all the nature loves 1.618. That is the golden ratio in designing. Next. And you will find from atom to galaxies, everywhere mathematics is mathematics. Physics uses mathematics to explain the working of the universe, while chemistry uses mathematics to explain the transformation of matter. Motion, force, energy, waves, express used equations. Calculus and differential equations are used in all mechanics and electromagnetics. Everywhere in mathematical equation, calculation and derivation is required. Mathematical model helps predict planetary motion, satellite orbit, even missiles motion also. Stoichiometry and reaction calculation, mathematical modeling, reaction rates, everything requires mathematics. Thermodynamics equations, starting from zeroth law to all the laws of in thermodynamics requires mathematics as a equation and solution also. Then next, engineering mathematics. Mathematics and engineering both are complementary and supplementary. Both have unique stands, a unique relation between each other. Without the mathematics, engineering cannot be completed actually. Mathematical analysis of strain, load on structures, designing of bridges, building dams, everywhere you will require mathematics. Dynamics of motion, analysis of machines, thermodynamics and heat transfer, fluid mechanics, turbine, pump, circuit analysis in electrical engineering, science of measurement, mathematical law, signal processing, communication. Now you are finding in 4G, 5G, even that spectrum will also go higher and higher order. All requires mathematics. Algorithms and computational models that require to develop data encryption, cyber security, data science, cloud computing are the recent buzzword of the computer science, which requires a greater use of mathematics at each stage, even in the decision making, in management also. You require mathematics at every stage. The whole science, decision making science, requires mathematics. The present magical word, or you can call it as a buzzword, or it is a role and are used everywhere. Every sphere of life they use artificial intelligence, and which requires which is nothing but just mathematics and not a magic actually. Artificial intelligence may look like magic, but behind the scene it is mathematics, performing millions of calculations per second. And if you use a computer, that requires a high-speed computing facility also required. Even you can use supercomputers are also employed for this calculation, where you will find linear algebra, non-linear algebra, different calculus like differential calculus, first order, second order, third order, everything. There is a game theory, probability, statistics, regression analysis, everything are used for AI, and there is also a logic analysis is also there, DA analysis, but that all those are coming under actually optimization techniques, which are used largely for AI, and it makes AI a magical tool. Next. And the engine behind the all mathematics, which may be a statistical tool also. Here we mentioned statistical tool, but in all the sphere it is there. Is that some of the software developed for mathematical use are Mathmatic, SPSS, that is a statistical package, Scilab and MATLAB, R programming, and there are so many actually. So other things are there. A list is a very long, and many softwares are also developing day by day. So it plays a major role for developing the mathematical application. Next. And the most magical thing, how mathematics plays a major role. It is a healing with numbers, mathematics in medicine and pharmaceuticals. But because mathematical techniques are used for medical imaging, CT scan, MRI, ultrasound, even this glaucoma week is going, even analyzing glaucoma with the imaging of eye, that requires mathematics. The pressure difference between inside and outside of the eye, that is calculated and it is maintained properly so that man will not lose his eyesight. And clinical trials through statistical and probability analysis are done. Actually, it is analyzed and it is properly diagnosed the disease and proper medicine is utilized. Actually, before medicine reaches a patient, it passes through the world of mathematics in several steps. Next. And as mathematics is everywhere, the world, universe, cosmos, everywhere there is mathematics, and astrophysics shows that universe is not random. It follows a precise mathematical law. Mathematics in astrophysics is the understanding the universe through equations and motion to black hole to many astro bodies, and everywhere mathematics is applied. Next. In astrology, mathematical mapping of the sky and the different zodiac division, each division is related, and everybody is interested for this astrology. Palmistry also plays a major role on that issue, which is a statistical science, plays a major role for our day-to-day life. Everybody is anxious about their future and they calculate it through astrology. Now AI to get and they are also predicting, that also predict the future and whatnot. Next. This is not just about numbers, equations, computers. It is about understanding. So, my request to all students not to fear mathematics, enjoy it, and do the mathematical thing, and in future do the research work also on the different area of mathematics. Thank you, and hope this seminar will bring a lot of things. With this, I conclude my speech. Thank you all. Jai Vigyan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful keynote address. Sir, we are truly honored to have your expertise gracing our university on this state-level seminar on the occasion of International Mathematics Day. Thank you so much, sir, for this illuminating session. It was an honor to host you in this hybrid space. Now, I would like to respectfully invite Sri Pradeep Kumar Pradhan, sir, HOD of Department of Mathematics, to deliver his presentation on the topic Analytical Observation of Scriptures-Based Mathematics. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir. Hello. Good afternoon to all of you. David, my teacher, Odisha, my ma, only my here, Tito sir, my dear friends of math family, all the teachers from different villages. My dear students, those officers who left the department but still with us, and my dear students of Department of Mathematics and the students from different departments, those who are here, with us, media persons, staffs, Akash and Soumya. Polina, ମୋ ପାଖରେ ମୋର ପୁରୁଣା ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି, ପାସ୍ ଆଉଟ୍ କରି ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି, ପ୍ରାୟ 3ଟା ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ସମସ୍ତେ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି, ଅଲମୋଷ୍ଟ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆସିଛନ୍ତି। ସଙ୍ଗୀତା ଆଉ ଆମର ଅନେକ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି ନା କି ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ଚାକିରି ପାଇସାରିଲେଣି। ବହୁତ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି। ତ ଡିୟର୍ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍, ପ୍ରଥମ ଥର କରିଛେ ଟୁ ଭେରିଫାଏ। बुधवार दिन कही सारी, बुधवार दिन आम कथा हेलु, गुरुवार दिन मीटिंग कलु, शुक्रवार दिन गोटे दिन हाथ थी, आज आम सक्सेसफुल कर लास्ट 3 डेज पूरा टाइम नहीं, केते सोची केते उठी बहुत कुछ जानते दे आर हियर। सो माय फ्रेंड्स एंड माय स्टूडेंट्स एंड माय स्टाफ्स, इति मैम, राकेश, सुनंदा मैम, Manus ma'am, the one and only, Riti ma'am. So, some of my neighbors, PPT are very track. PPT college, my better, XCPS का, but समस्त का भावना बात से कुछ कहा मैं डिफरेंट लेवल से क्लास तो बहुत भला था सांप का कि कितना भला के जाने तो भला थे कि आप एकदम जाने बट एक कौन सर with due permission of share and going to start presentation. Today we are observing the International Day of Mathematics of Friday. Allow me to start our seminar on the topic exploration of mathematical theories in AKN. The topic is so because of our little time to say out the speakers. With this short span time that we 24 hours actually our speakers are not able to tell you all. So that's how we are will take up very proud for within this sort of short span time. Guru Protection and my teacher Odisha, they agreed to address as keynote speaker. And the subject is wide open because all the speakers can easily access, can easily deliver, can easily prepare within short span of time. And also not only the students of mathematics, but also the students of every domain, arts, commerce, every section, they also can participate. It's simply the applications of mathematics. We just discussed to change the name from application of mathematics to exploration of mathematics, mathematical cases in every domain. On this occasion, I congratulate next Akash. So before me, Odisha, Odisha, they have already shared their opinions regarding the topic. Next. This this actually was made by my dear lovely students yesterday night. We left the university campus yesterday at about 9:45, and at the last moment, my students took this photo and sent me, and I placed this in my PPT because of their creativity, because of their creation, because of their creative ideas. We are here discussing mathematical creations, and there is also creations. They are put in many more symbols. You can look, there is gamma, you can there is summation, you can there is pi, everything. So this should be placed, and I placed it. Next. And I myself, the one and only. Swadhipan Pradhan, yes. My left side is one. So it's MSR, my qualification 7 and 8 mathematics. In between this, I have crossed some milestones. These are my publications, and we verify regarding this writing publications before publishing books. My first attempt was to teach the students through YouTube, and I have the students throughout the globe, not only inside Odisha, or inside India, but outside India also. And the two persons who are my inspirations, one is here, my mom, Olima, and another one, from next of honor, Dr. Subramanian Pandey. Because music is sitting but that is inspirational. Because we is one to divide, not I. And that will inspire you. Thank you for all your time. Let's keep finding something. So we start that journey, and I have already published 4 books. We are small in semester. All these books are prepared under new education policy. We are small in semester 2. My students are reading this book now. Linear programming also in semester 2. There are 6 in semester 4, and another is complex analysis. It's just released in 3 days, before 3 days. All these are prepared for the new education policy, and all over Odisha, in many colleges, many teachers are following these books. And my upcoming projects, we are already in the base are district mathematics, calculus, algebra number 3, differentiation 1.4, real 3 and calculation 3. So I definitely people right, but I ask blessings more from my seniors, my teachers, but also the support to my students and families. Thank you. And these are the books that I have made. Yes. So my topic for this session is analytical observation of scripture-based mathematics. Scripture-based mathematics, the stories and scriptures, how can we observe and analyze it, what are the symbols and the rituals. In addition, the rituals are also like somehow included, attached to mathematics from the very ancient times. Next. The past, as you know, where we have started. The culture starts here. The human culture in general starts from literature, and only literature is the Sanskrit. And the first one, it may be wrong name of pronunciation. So the first one is Vam Purnamada Purnamidan Purnat Purnamudayate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasisya. I put this slide in the very beginning. But the meaning is included in many Vedas and Puranas. The meaning is very simple. The application of this in general life, if you analyze, it's very interesting. And it says about that is the whole. That is the whole. Everything after you, everything around you that you are saying that is whole. And this is whole. But I think that and this, the union, that and this, the union is the whole again. The intersection might be divided, but the union is again one. It's not here, but it's my analysis. That is whole, this is whole. From the whole becomes. Have you remembered that infinite law? Have you remembered? Can you say? Can you say? Oh, thank you. That is whole infinite. This is whole. That is whole. This is whole. From the whole becomes. Taking away whole from the whole. Taking away whole from the whole still remains. The whole still remains. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In the very beginning, I have said two occasions. Can you say? Can you say? Can you say the inaugural? With due permission. The first one is International Day of Mathematics, the Pi Day. My many students know about the name of my son and daughter. My daughter is 6 years old and my daughter is Priyansu. It's Pi and PSI Psi. The combination is Psi. The only one. This was very attached with that word. As the leader asked her, I am taking time, but his name is completely attached when I thought that word, Psi, Pi plus Psi. The person in front of me, my son, the only one married world whose date of birth is included in his name. His name is Psi. Pi. The value as 3.14. And the birthday will see 3 days to end of 14. 3 days before the end of year 2013. 3 days before 13. That's why I put this Pi. Today morning, I was preparing. I will say my PPTs are prepared by these two. That quotation. Can you say that quotation? Infinite quotation. Yes.
Infinite was born from infinite. If you take infinite from infinite, only infinite remains.
Okay. So I remember here when he was preparing. My daughter was preparing. I left the room for go to washroom, and my son goes to me, said, "Baba, this is infinite. What infinite? Let's try to sing this." He remembered this one. So this is all about Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamatyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasisya. Next, the first is the ancient Indian mathematical work, sections of sutras and all composed in Sanskrit, and basic memorized first. There are set of rules or problems in 500 BC, and there are some manuscripts where all these formulas are described in forms of prose, poetry, and also there are dramatic detail. Next. Ancient Indian mathematics, if not their genius, Aryabhatta, Brahmaputra and Bhaskara, around 3rd century, India's oldest mathematical documentation was in Vaishali, which was in Vaishali manuscript. And if you analyze the number system, it actually starts from India, then China, then to Middle East, and then to Europe. Next. First one is the recognizing zero. In recognizing zero, in Vedic period, the mathematical equations were spoken as a schedule in which there is the symbols and formulas all are described in forms of prose and poetry. Also in that in same times the equations were spoken in form of poetry, where zero was placed as nothing, void, sky or space. Symbols for nothing were used to become a number, and in early times, early ages, the Babylonians and Mayans, early centuries, they also arrived it's 2000 BC. Zero was used like this. After that, it was developed to count it as number. Next. Around 300 BC, from nothing came everything. It's in the word, from nothing came everything. Began around 300 BC, a Sanskrit scholar who used the binary numbers 0 in the form of syllables, and 0 was named as Sunya or nothing, which later in 17th century what was described by people in 300 BC before Christ, that was analyzed in 17th century by Felicitations, supposed to the father calculus. Just imagine there is a gap 2000 years. In 300 BC, the portions described by Kingal was analyzed in 17th century by Felicitations. Next. Around 5th century AD, Aryabhatta written the book, the Aryabhatta. He used zeros to write a form meaning ekam, dasam, satam, sahastam, like this. That means we introduced the decimal system. Next. Now, around 7th century AD, 590 to 680, Brahmagupta, who was written the book Brahmagupta's Thynks. where 0 was used. And also we get the rule for using 0 as 1 plus 0 is 1 and 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 into 0 is 0. Look at here, 0 was used by Brahmagupta at the 17th century. So recognition of 0 was already started by Aryabhata, by Brahmagupta around 17th century AD. Next. Then came this number system. It was developed. You can hear the 10-digit number system. First it was 9, then 1, 0, 1. It's used. Then it became 10 digits. It was started from India, then to Persia, then Arabs, then Europeans. And in case of symbols, the Babylonians and Romans are used as the repetition of symbols of 3 places. Then in the 4th place there is change. Next. Next. Look at here. Absidy around 224 AD, India to Persia, Persia to Arabs and Europeans. Arabs used the word Indian numerals because of the numerals come from India. Arabs used to say the numbers as Indian numerals because of it was created by India. But the Europeans used the word Arab numerals. Arabs used Indian numerals, but Europeans used Arab numerals. And from this combination, we get India Arab, Hindu Arab numerals that we are using now. Next. Then the arithmetic of algebra, evidences of the use of arithmetical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and percentage, division, and square. It was in the Vedic period before 1000 BC. But here, all these arithmetic operations were involved. Before 1000 BC, the Vedic periods, there you were using lakhs, crores, which are also being used now. Next. About 12th century AD, Master 2, in Siddhant ceremony, he was writing about the arithmetic and algebra, mathematics of planets. Next. And in the 12th century, Master 2, 6 different numeral system, and in a Siddhant ceremony, he was demonstrating the size of an atom also. Look at here in 12th century, Master 2, who demonstrates the size of an atom close to the actual size of a carbon atom. Now we are calculating. Next. Also, Master 2, the ideas of arithmetical calculations and algebra. Here, given the X as you know, disturbance, porous, the discriminant, which was the name known as diaphragmatic equations, and he has also the idea of this mathematics of planets. Next. Then the negative numbers, as you know, it first started by some Thynks, and also Brahmagupta used it in 17th century, and also you get the rule for using negative numbers. Next. Next, the mensuration. If we look into the different scriptures, we can get the measures and words which are older history than currency. At that time, they were using bricks of dimension which proportions 4:1, and also in case of where they are studying the Indus Valley civilization around 3300 BC to 3200 BC. They were using the bricks of Hindu's 28.35 grams. And also there is a system of, I was actually discussing from a very beginning to date how there is exploration of mathematics. Where sometimes we are using in early Vedic periods measurements. It was by using the body parts, and there are 4 types of measurements. They are one of the measurement capacity, Tilamana measurement of weight, Kala Pranama measurement time, and Avamana linear measurement. Yes. So there are, at that time, look at here, at that time they have calculated the diameter of Earth, which is very close when the scientists calculated the diameter of Earth. Next. Then the concept of infinity, what actually I was saying, yes, it was here. Infinity is born from infinity, and when we take infinity out of infinity, only infinite remains. And this also, as we know, that vision is the ananta, means endless and infinite. Anant Sisna, the infinite snakes. Look at here, this is the time where it's before the BC. It's before BC, and also matrix was used there. Then Pascal 2 also gave the formula when you divide an object into two equal parts, you will get 2. 1 upon 2, 3, 1 upon 3. If you go on dividing, in infinite pieces, you have given the formula 1 upon 0 is infinite. Next. The basics for calculus, it's about 12th century. In Siddhant Ceremony by Pascal 2, in 12th century. Detailed description was for infinitesimal calculus, differential calculus, and integral calculus in the Siddhant Ceremony. Next. Later, 5 centuries ago, that means 17th century, previous slide. Look at here, this is 12th century. Pascal have given the idea of infinitesimal calculus, differential calculus, and integral calculus in 12th century. Next. Look at here, in 17th century, the father of calculus. The father of calculus, Leibniz, and the same thing what was given by Pascal in 12th century, even 500 years. The modern day calculus was also given by Pascal around 12th century. And the so famous invention, the Rolls theorem also was also described by Pascal in that Siddhant Ceremony book. Next. The Pythagoras theorem, as you know, Pythagoras was famous for that theorem. But my reference in 18th century BC, that means 26%, 3400 years before now. Before 3400 years, it was given by India Udayana. He was given the concept of Pythagoras theorem. It states the square of the hypotenuse equal to the sum of the squares of sides. And the triads 3, 4, 5, as you know, are also given by Udayana in 18th century BC. Yes. Then the value of pi, and where we are here for the occasion of the day. This I have placed in the 9th place is the value of pi. Again, the Udayana in the same century. He states the perimeter of a peak. The perimeter of a peak is thrice to diameter. गधा का जो पेरीमीटर है ना, गधा, एक गधा का पेरीमीटर, गधा नहीं, गधा. All the perimeter is 3 times of its diameter. So when they took different circular pits and measured for apply the formula, so they got the value as 6 by 2.5 like this, and there are different values like 3.04 like this. But next, I give them 50 since AD. The correct 4 is the current value of pi of 3 decimal places is 3.1416, and which is very close to the value as given by the line. Next, there is trigonometry, as you know, earlier than 5th century. Categorically, there the definition. Then Surya Siddhant in 600 vision, which contains the roots of modern trigonometry, and there also the real use of trigonometry like sines, cosines, and tangents, seconds, and later on some mathematics of Taylor's book they developed, and which is continuing now. Yes. So this was the journey in my view in every time from BC to AD. These are the things what I discussed and think.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to extend a warm thank you for this enlightening session. It was truly spectacular to see the mathematics through the lenses of scriptures. Now, moving forward, with due permission of our chairperson, sir, I may invite Ms. Sunanda Patra, Faculty of Department of Mathematics, to the podium to present her research on exploration of mathematical creation in graph theory. Ma'am, please. Thank you, Haritri. The topic of my presentation is exploration of mathematical creation in graph theory. And I am Sunanda Patra, guest lecturer of mathematics. First of all, I want to explain what is graph. Graph is a set of vertices and only edges. A non-empty set of vertices and edges. These are some examples of graphs. First one is directed graph, because there is a direction. And second one is undirected graph. There is no direction between any vertices to vertices. And this all for second graph is a simple graph because it's not contain simple loop and multi-edge. Then I want to go Euler graph. What is Euler graph? I want to simply explain a graph diagram which do not contain any cycle. These are the zodiac constellation. We know our into Bharata Rasi Chakra Bharata. These are the 12 zodiac constellation. But God's creation also really amazing. Let's look. First one is Gemini, then Taurus, Aries, and Scorpio. That is 3. Then I got 5 number. Then Sagittarius, then Aquarius, and Cancer. Between these 6 zodiac constellations are tree-like structure. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 zodiac constellations are of tree-like structure, and next 5 structures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These zodiac signs are contain only one circuit, unicyclic structure, unicyclic graph. These 5 are unicyclic graphs, and previous 7 graphs are trees. The God also created that distinguish this zodiac constellation partition into parts. 7 are tree and 5 are unicyclic graph. Then planar graph. Planar graph is a graph in which edge crossing do not allow. Means we can't cross edges. We all know. That is in nature how planar graph exists. This is a leaf, and leaf, if we think the junctions of veins as a node and vein are as edges, then this is a planar structure. Honeybee form is also a hexagonal structure. There is also no edge crossing. So this is also a planar structure. Third level, spider. Spider says this one is also a planar-like structure and animal tissue. These are all and many also other examples also present, which are all of planar graphs. Then chromatic number. I want to introduce what is chromatic number. We want to know what is chromatic number. That is minimum number of color needed to color the graph. But we can't color the graph adjacent vertices by the same color. This is the end. I took this normally 1859 France mathematics and collect whole coloring problem. 1859. But 1859 ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆମର କାର୍ତ୍ତିକ ମାସରେ ଗୋଟେ ପଞ୍ଚମର୍ଯ୍ୟ ପଡେ। କାହିଁକି ସେ ପଞ୍ଚମର୍ଯ୍ୟ ହେଲା ଷଷ୍ଠମର୍ଯ୍ୟ ସପ୍ତମର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଆମ ଇଚ୍ଛା ହେଲା ପଢି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି କଲର। ରିଜନ ହେଲା whole coloring problem का कहे रीजन को कलर डिफरेंट रीजन कोड प्लानर ग्राफ अछि ताको डिफरेंट रीजन को कलर करिया कहले सेम कलर करबानी डिफरेंट एडजसेंट रीजन को डिफरेंट कलर करबा त डिस्ट्रीब्यूट सब रीजन पूरा त एडजसेंट रीजन पूरा को हम डिफरेंट कलर करे त हमर पूरा पड़ला त ग्राफ कलरिंग प्रॉब्लम कहे अधिक हमें चारटा कलर दरकार पड़े ओटे प्लानर ग्राफ को कलर करबा दे बट रीजन टू रीजन between distinguish करने लगी पर border करने लगी अब उन्हें कलर दरकार पड़े तब पांचटे कलर तब there is some high coloring theorem also but four coloring problem is a conjecture it is not that is not true that is only everyone think this is a problem it's a problem but it is not that is a no proof but तब before we हमारे को जो अगर पंचमज्य पड़े मतलब पांचटे कलरे ओटे रंगोली को करा दे परियो काहे हमर पाखरे ना होला और बजेट रहला कम बजेट रे हमर को ओटे अट्रैक्टिव रिसर्च सब करवा दिला त सेति में करला
four color conjecture proving
it is conjecture sir it is not a theorem sir
no it's a conjecture and when it's nobody could prove it.
Nobody can prove it, sir. No. Till now, there is no proof given. Hyperlink problem has proof.
I think it has been proved.
Sir?
I think it has been proved.
No, sir.
Scientifically already it is proved.
Now let's see. I had learned that it has been already proved. It was a conjecture, but it has not been proved. Something which has not been a conjecture, this can happen. Whether true or false, nobody knows. But to my mind, it has already been established as a proof. Let me see. Both color conjecture are necessary color element. Minimum number of colors. How many minimum number of colors are necessary? Color element.
Yes, two color map.
Yeah.
Two color map. But thermal proof.
No, it is computer possibly it has already been established.
You may continue.
Thank you, sir. दूसरी टेम्परेट में हमारे ग्रुप पर मतलब 1856 स्कूल पर भी यारो प्रचार ना बहुत लाभ भारत में किंतु हमारे ऐसे थियोलॉजिमा एज ए प्रॉब्लम या वो रिकॉग्नाइज कर लेते हैं मैचिंग इन ग्राफ थ्योरी is a main problematic structure that is a hall marriage problem. If in a hall there is 4 boys and 3 girls, then matching is impossible. So there is a no proper bipartite graph. If there is a 4 boys, then at least more than 4 girls needed to make it a perfect marriage. The networking system is a vast function in graph theory. Without networking structure, graph theory is nothing. In our brain system, there is also a networking system. So, there is a model also, brain networking system in form of graph theory. And this is an interesting example, application of graph theory in crime detection. A policeman have to investigate a robbery case. They collect phone call records. Each suspect is a vortex. If each criminal has a vortex and phone calls represent the edges. If A call to everyone means A associated with every vortex means A is the main suspect of this crime. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Sir Ananda, for your exceptional, clear and meticulous presentation. It was a great presentation with insight on graph theory relating to including constellation, religious symbol, traditional ritual, and a very interesting topic related to crime detection. Moving forward, I would like to invite for the presentation of an exceptional alumnus, Mr. Gopal, who was previously felicitated by our honorable chief guest, Mr. Professor Vivi sir. He is currently serving as a faculty in Department of Mathematics at Government Autonomous College, Kurbani. He will be presenting his research topic in languages theorem and identification. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected my teachers and my juniors and my friends. Today I have prepared a slide on languages theorem and its application, and I have completed my graduation in 2021 on this campus. ମୋର ମନେ ଅଛି 2020 ମୁଁ ଏଇ ହଲରେ ଅଡିଟୋରିୟମ ଥିଲା ମୁଁ କୋଇଟି ଏକ୍ଜାମ ଦେଇଥିଲି ଆଉ ଆଜି ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ ଟପିକ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ବହୁତ ଖୁସି ଲାଗୁଛି ତ in graduation there are topic in group theory everybody know the Lagrange's theorem its application. To know the Lagrange's theorem its application, first we have to know the order of the group, subgroup and left quotient, right quotient. Okay? Yes, sir. So in converse of Lagrange theorem, I discussed the statement of the statement of Lagrange theorem, and statement of Lagrange theorem says that order of the subgroup divides order of the group. Suppose order of the group is 16, then the possible subgroup order they are divised. But converse of Lagrange theorem may not be true. Then okay, from converse of Lagrange theorem say that order of the subgroup divides order of the group. From that theorem we can conclude order of the element also divides order of the group. But converse of this statement not true in always. Order of the element divides order of the group. But converse of this statement not always true. Like under example K4, taking 4 subgroup, that group contain 4 elements, 1 identity elements and 3 elements of order 2. First element A, B and third element AB, which is AB equals to BA. And in this group of order 4. But 4 divides order of the G, but that doesn't exist any element of order 4. So, and from Lagrange theorem we can conclude any group of order P is always cyclic. Why? So Lagrange theorem said that the order of the subgroup, possible order of the subgroup. So if order of the group is P prime number, the possible order of the subgroup what 1 or P. So there exists one identity element, yes or no? Yes. And remaining P minus 89, whose order must be P. So that group contain element of order P. So that G is cyclic. And subgroup of orders. And order of the subgroup always say that possible divisor of the possible order of the subgroup. But not always this is true. So there are counter example. Smallest group A4, alternative group A4, set up or even combination. So A4 is around 4 factorial upon 2, that is 12. While 6 divided 12, but A4 has no, there doesn't exist any group of order 6. There are some group, I will not going to prove. Okay, but converse of Lagrange theorem true only when G is finite abelian group. By Cauchy theorem, if P divides order of the G, then G has an element of order P and G has a subgroup of order P. And zero theorem, the most important zero theorem. Zero theorem is main crucial rule for converse of Lagrange theorem. Zero theorem, first zero theorem says that if order of the G equals to P to the K into N, where P doesn't divide N, and P dot K divides order of the G, then G has at least one subgroup of order P dot K. So zero theorem guarantees that order of the subgroup must be prime power, okay? Okay? In this Lagrange theorem, if G has a subgroup, the order of the divides order of the G, and full converse not true. Like counter example A4, alternative group, and Cauchy theorem says that if P divides order of the G, then there exists an element of order P, and that is cyclic. And 05 theorem says that if P over N divides order of the G, then there exists a subgroup of order P over N. So order of the subgroup guarantee that zero theorem some power of P. So converse of Lagrange theorem holds only when their prime power. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your creative presentation. Moving forward, to formally conclude plenary session 1, I now invite Mrs. Ritu Biswal, Faculty, Department of Mathematics, for a further thanks. Please, ma'am.
On the behalf of the organization committee and I, Ritu Vishal, faculty members of Department of Mathematics, MMU, it is my great privilege to propose the vote of thanks for first plenary session of this state level seminar. First and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to respected B.B. Kona sir and Panika sir, Pradeep sir, Dr. Niteshri madam, and all present teachers and my dear students for the presence in this session. I would also like to express our heartfelt thanks to my sincere participants, present teachers and faculty members and students for the presence and active participation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words and gratitude. The first half of our academic celebration is truly rewarding. Now, I would like to request everyone to please proceed for the lunch. I would like to our volunteers to please guide our esteemed dignitaries and guests. One request, I request everyone to be kindly get to the seat sharply by 2:30.